Go a step further, and I'm going to show you a card I created using these embellishments. I have got a piece of strawberry slush cardstock for my card base, and then I have a piece of basic black that I'm going to matte that I'm just going to add to it. I love how this basic black is going to make this pop. I then took our Coastal Cabana and ran it through the large polka dot embossing folder. Oops, I'm going to add that to it. Ooh, I'm loving it already. How about you? Okay, next I've already pre-cut some of our flashback designer series paper with the apothecary labels framelit, and I wanted to do a matte behind this happy birthday with the designer series paper, but since we don't have a next size up framelit, I am just cutting it apart, and I'll show you how. Another tricky technique, how to do a label when you don't have like the next size up framelit. So you're just going to center that on there, and it's not going to line up exactly. You'll have some spots that aren't quite the same depth, but that's okay. I'm going to line this one up on the other side, doing the same thing. Just lining it up to make a matte behind it. Okay, now you're going to see here that there's a little bit peeking out. I'm actually going to trim that off. Those 4 spots. Oops, this one moved on me. Let's maybe do a little bit more tape on there so it doesn't move. Once I get it all together, it's not going to. That's why I don't put too much on to begin with. Just kind of stick it on there. So we have a little bit of a border. Okay, and trim those 2 spots off. Okay, now I'm going to add the 2 side larger pieces. And we're going to do a little bit more trimming here when this is all done here. We might not have to do too much. Okay. Okay, now I'll flip it over and just trim off those extra pieces that I don't want on there. You could do this beforehand. However, I like doing it once it's on to see how it's going to fit. Okay. I'm going to just take some snail adhesive and add that on here. See how that designer series paper makes it pop? You don't really, on this one, I guess I didn't see too much of the detail. I could have just done a solid black, but I like the little bit of white showing. Okay, now I've gone ahead and already stamped a couple of the birthday packages. And what I'm going to do with these now is I'm going to take and add a little bit of bling to them by grabbing my 2A glue pen and my Dazzling Diamonds glitter, and then my little glitter tray here. And no exact science, just do a couple scribble on my 2A glue pen here, just like that. Dip it in, flick it off a little bit. Look at that, a little bit of bling on there. Same thing on this one. And I used the colors, the Coastal Cabana and the Strawberry Slush again, and use the brush marker technique to ink them up and stamp those images. Okay, I'm going to close this all up. Okay, I'm going to take it and add that to my card with some, just taking some Stampin' Dimensionals, adding them to the back, peeling that off, We'll do one up here. This is a really quick birthday card. What you think? And how much fun. You could leave the glitter off. It could be for a boy. And we'll add that one down there. Isn't that just you? Oh, look at that. Well, that person's going to have to open it up upside down. So let me flip it around. Too funny. Oh, glad I caught that now before it was set on there for good. Go ahead and rub that real good. And there's the birthday card with our shadow stamping with our brush marker technique. I want to show you another one using the same stamp set in the same color combination. I stamped the happy birthday with the Coastal Cabana and used the Old Olive marker for the technique instead of the strawberry slush and the cherry cobbler. I used the same colors on the hats, switched up the embossing folder to the stylish stripes. On this one I used the large polka dot. So wow, that's our card for today. I hope you love it. I know I do. And I hope you give one of these projects a try, and I'd love to hear from you. Just shoot me an email or leave a comment below and let me know what you've made and some of the color combinations that you're using for this shadow effect with your brush markers. I'd love to hear what you're trying. And don't forget, our occasions catalog and our celebration started this week. If you don't have a catalog and are not working with another demonstrator, I would love to send you one. The only thing is I ask is if you are working with a demonstrator that you ask them for the catalog. I would absolutely love the opportunity to earn your business. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful day, and until we meet again, happy stamping.